Now when I was a little boy, at the age of 5, I had something in my bucket.
Hey, this is Destry Abbott from Monster Energy Kawasaki. This week's tech tip, basically setting up a bike for off-road racing. As behind me, I got my stock bike, my practice bike, which I'll turn into more off-road. I've just been motoing on it. But some of the things I make sure I do is, run a good filter for a desert race, dust. Another thing is a filter skin. If it's good, it's going to be dusty, running a filter skin over a good filter. Speaking of filters, another thing too is oiling. I see a lot of guys spray on the oil filters. What I like to do is dump my filter in a jug or whatever it may be and squeeze it back out and let it sit out and dry, because then it got fully surfaced. And bike maintenance is huge, especially for desert races that could be 100, 200, 300 miles or longer. You want to make sure you're setting it up. I run O-ring chain, hand guards. On our radiators, you can brace them up. I know in the desert, we actually run chicken wire in front of the screen on the radiators to help brush, or brush, when you're going across the desert, you're smacking brush. And before we did that, I've, poked a couple holes in radiators and lost fluid. So since we've done that, we haven't done that. The radiator hoses, we actually will get another one that's exactly the same one, cut it in half, and cover that with a zip tie over the stock radiator hose, just to help from rocks, more damage. Of course, a bigger skid plate. Just bike maintenance. It's huge as far as racing goes. Everybody thinks about going fast or whatever, and they overlook the bike part. Suspension. There's so much you can do. Stabilizers. I can go on and on, but bike preparation is just as important as it is the rider themselves and for them preparing. So make sure you get your bike prepared, and tune in next week for another tip.
Now when I was a little boy, at the age of 5, I had something in my bucket.